Good morning, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Don here, your traffic jockey in the traffic centre. Welcome to a Friday. Can you believe it is already the last Friday of January? Where did January go? Oh my goodness! Wow, it just seems like it was yesterday that it was New Year's Day. But so January out of the way now, just about, and we're working into February. And we will be taking a look at the weather here. We'll probably do that here right off the top because Jimmy Gause, our good buddy Jim, in the Rutgers Weather Center, is live and in person here with us here momentarily. So we'll dial him in just a second. First, to say hello to Alexandra. Good morning to you. Are you in the city or are you at home? Welcome to the big broadcast for this January 27th, 2023. We are up and running now on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to go for, we'll do an hour, I think is good this morning. And then I have to do some traffic there for the New Jersey Morning Show once again at the top of 9 o'clock this morning. So with that said, let's get to the action here, and we put in our sponsors this morning. Let's do this. There we go. Bring our branding. So many video clips. It's crazy. Just delete this overlay, and I can't find it. There we go. Let's see here. What do we have? Anna. Good morning. Buenos dias. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Good to see you. Let me share the screen so we can see everything, the entire screen. This. There we go. We'll go full screen. Alexander, Anna, are you able to see the maps? Because there was had some trouble yesterday with the morning show. Same program. For some reason on YouTube and on Facebook, it was not showing the maps. I don't think that's the case here because it's a slightly different setup than what I have here at this point. But just wanted to get confirmation that you could actually see the maps. Okay now. So give me 1 second because there's a it is I think I told you I'm looking to get this new computer and this program I want to run in the background. Just curious to see when I have the video up and running, and I'm just trying to get a real world use of the CPU just to see where we are at. It's not too bad. It's only using about 32% of the power. Memory seems to be okay as well. Interesting. And I am home today, Alexandra says. She says she sees the incident page. Okay, let me put the maps up here. I'm sorry. That's the page I was looking for. I don't know, yesterday during that morning show, you could see me, but then when I went to the maps, for some reason, it just put up like a yellow screen. So I don't know what was going on there. Anna, only 511 screen. Yeah, so I'm sorry. But all right, so let's do this. Maps can be seen, Anna says. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Good to hear. And Alexander says the same thing now we see. Excellent. All right, so we're in business here. And we're also in business in the Weather Center. Our friend Jimmy Gause here is in the Weather Center with a look of today's forecast. So let's head right to the Rutgers Weather Studio.
Hi, Adon, and hello to all your viewers. I'm Rutgers Weather Watcher James Gause here in our New Brunswick studio with the weather update. We are expecting much less windy conditions today in comparison to yesterday's breezy day, with above average temperatures expected this weekend, as high as 50 degrees here in New Brunswick, at least. Looking at chances of rain and snow next week. Looking at our commute forecast, we are expecting green lights through the entire morning and green lights through the entire evening. We're expecting partly sunny skies during both times of the day, so that should bring you a relatively smooth commute weather-wise. Looking at today's highs, it's going to be a chilly one. All the highs are in the low 40s, ranging from 42 down in Wildwood, New Jersey. We got 40 up in Sussex, New Jersey, 43 out in Islip, and a 42 for our folks up in Milford, Connecticut. Looking at the lows, chilly. We've got 29 in Millville, 36 in Wildwood, another 28, well below freezing up in Sussex, New Jersey. A little warmer out in Milford and Islip with 34 in both locations. Looking at the future cast, nothing too much of to note for the tri-state area. Saturday morning, we're expecting some clouds in the northern area, but the southern portion of New Jersey will be nice and clear. Saturday, we're expecting those clouds to move away for a relatively warm and sunny afternoon, with temperatures expected to be highs in the low 50s to high 40s with sun about. Might want to get outside and enjoy that vitamin D before snow and clouds return to our dreary winter. Again, on Sunday, we're expecting maybe some rain in the northern portions of New Jersey, but a little far out now. We'll keep you updated on that. Have no worries. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, James. Good to see you, my friend. Nice to have you back here after the winter break. So that's a look of our forecast for today. So it should be a pretty nice looking day out there with some sun, and we have the wind dying down just a little bit. Boy, yesterday was really windy. Really needed to hold on to your hats. But it was really just cranking. But so winds are going to kind of calm down, and took a little preview of the 7-day, and this weekend looks really nice, like really nice for the end of January. How many times in the end of January we would be sitting in 8 inches of snow or something? Not even a chance. Anna says, "Great jobs, James. Great job, James." Yes. All right, so let's get to the action here this morning. We've got an accident. This is new, just happened 10 minutes ago. 287 south into Morristown. We have 2 lanes shut. Hopefully no one's seriously injured there. Route 1 south at Old Post Road north. I like how they label that up as Old Post North now. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with that, because it crosses Old Post Road twice. It's a little tough to figure out which one it is unless you mark it. So we've also got eastbound 80 ramp to southbound 57 there at Route 19 and Patterson. Everything is shut. Traffic signal down on 71 both ways. The Eatontown Road, all lanes closed and detoured. So first, let's go to the 287 deal here. Right before they got the camera, it should be right on it if it's working. They don't. That would be bad. Maybe it cleared? How could it clear that fast? No, it's still there. Oh, DOT. What will we do? There we go. Maybe they're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show. I think they're looking for it, but I don't believe to any propagation of the crash. I think it's probably just before this camera. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that this is going north. So go to the 24 camera, see if they move this camera. I can see it. It's way off in the distance here. They just need to zoom that camera in. We should get some visuals on what's going on there. So a bit of a tough deal here. Livingston Mall. I don't know when the last time I was at the Livingston Mall. You always forget that there's a mall in Livingston. Wow. Southbound 287. Again, this is just before you come up to that overpass there. Columbia Road, Morris Street, I'm sorry. So it's literally just before that exit ramp. That's where that crash, unfortunately, has taken place. So they're trying to find it there, but I think 24 is abnormally heavy here heading east because people are going to bail out at 287. Let's go to the camera 10. Still okay, but it's backing up into the distance as you do see it there. That's going to be a bit of problem. All right, so let's go back here now. Let's go to, all right, so 71, the traffic signal, all lanes are open at Oceanport. That's fresh. Let's go to this Route 9, 440 situation because this is getting into the Raritan Center here. Actually, before it, I should say, and works here at the Parkway. This one hasn't worked in a long time. Yep, it's under maintenance. Of course, it's under maintenance. Why would it not? Why would it work? Oh, aggravating. This one's too far to the west. Okay, so close out of that. Let's see what the Route 1 situation is here at Old Post Road. This is at Old Post Road South, out by the Skylark, but they've zoomed that in. Honestly, I do not believe you're going to be able to see anything. No. Okay, so let's do this. What else do we got here now? 80 ramp to 57. Let's check that out. There is a camera there. It just depends on whether that's going to work or not. If they're actually able to see anything, which they are. Thank you, DOT. Very nice job. It looks like kind of partially blocking a lane there on the ramp to 19 South. Let's see what the backup is here with our maps. See what that backup looks like. Yeah, it's kind of dialed out just a little bit here now, out through Squirrelwood Road, 56. Hmm. Okay, so we got that working for us here. 46 is banged up here. Right east of 23, getting into Route 3. 208 going south into Hawthorne and Fairlawn is heavy. Both ways of Route 4, heavy at Hackensack Avenue. 17 is tuned up here out through Rochelle Park. You want to watch for that. Also, north on the Parkway is busy in Bloomfield. East on 280, we are heavy here just east of 80. Widen this up a bit. 15, a little backed up here just north of Berkshire Valley Road. Well, heavy there for some particular reason, none reported. 23, 284, 94, that's all going to be good. 80 is quiet out to Blairstown and Hope, Stanhope, Roxbury. 206, 78, Clinton, Lebanon, 22. And Bridgewater heading south. That's busy here. South of Route 28. And then a little more of a slower ride here as you get in towards exit 4, Durham Road out to Edison and 27. Here is the accident here on southbound 440. So really crowded now into the Parkway. So be careful there. Parkway across the Driscoll is good. Turnpike is much better than it was yesterday. Well, I guess anything could be much better yesterday. Good friend Christina was actually coming up this way, going to her job on the turnpike, and said she passed it and she was in the car lanes, and she said she could feel the heat coming off of the cab that was burning. That's how intense that fire was. So that was a little nuts there. Turnpike, Central Jersey is good, 195. So is the Parkway. Ocean County clear, so it was 72. 206, 70, 295, 42, a little backed up at 55, but the Ben Franklin Bridge is a little bit heavy into Philly. 130, Burlington, Bristol, Pennsylvania Extension is looking good. Route 1, again, okay, this is an accident here now. This is south at 206. Exit for 206. I honestly don't think there's any cameras there, but we'll take a look here. Coming up to the top of the hour, let's do this. Flyover ramp from 129. Try this one. I don't think it's going to show us anything now. Freeway. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's do some transit now. Pardon me as I'm just looking at my CPU maximum power here. Oh, now we're pushing 40% of power. More power. That's not good. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs open. Oh boy. So the corridor here, 9 a.m. departure from Jersey Ave is canceled. 6:50 a.m. departure from Penn Station, New York, so 20 minutes late. 7:39 departure from South Amboy is up to 15 minutes late. Go to path now. This is the one I got to see on the CPU monitor. This thing just destroys the computer. Something with this website. I don't know what it is that it's, I don't know if whatever it's coded in, difficult. There's nothing going on there. We might as well go to the MTA, even though we haven't hit the city just yet. As, wow. This city page is just chewing up the power of this computer. Oof. It's not really that warm either. I'm surprised at that. But it is a 10-year-old computer. So local express, the A train, delays in the F train, and we go to the rails. We're in good shape across Harlem line now. Whoops. Harlem and New Haven lines there. Expect delays up to 60 minutes and cancel combined trains because of earlier police activity at Melrose. So that's a big situation there. It's going to affect, again, New Haven and Harlem lines. My good friend Mike Haggerty there on the job, getting these alerts out to the public in due course. All right, friends, we are coming up on the top of 8 o'clock here. Let me reset the maps, and we're going to go over to New York City. We'll bring in the New York City incident page here at the top of 8 o'clock. 8:15, we'll hit. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll do the weather here right at 8. To give Jimmy Gause put a lot of work into the report. So, but first we have a broken down vehicle on the BQE South at Queens Boulevard. Center lane is out. We do have cameras there. Nope. Here we'll bring that up and running. It's just fascinating to watch your computer at work. It's amazing how many things it manages to do. I mean, it's a modern marvel that this can all be done. 10-year-old computer, right? All right. So while Jimmy is doing weather here, I'm going to dial in one of those cameras. So, good morning, everybody. 8 o'clock is the time. We're down here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. Welcome to the broadcast, Facebook and YouTube. We are live. We'll be going for about the next 40 minutes or so. We thank you so much for dialing us in. Please post up a comment. Let us know where you're watching. Like and subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show on YouTube. We're trying to get the elusive subscriber 127. I had 127 and then somebody unsubscribed. Seems like it takes more work to unsubscribe than to actually subscribe. I'm not sure what happened. So hopefully we can get our elusive subscriber of 127 back with us. I just wanted to see, hopefully get some progress here. I don't know what's going on with the channel, but again, with all the other things going on here, it's unfortunately a little difficult to, put the resources in that I need to for right now, but we'll be working on that throughout this year. All right. So with that said, let's go to James in the Weather Center for a check of the forecast. Good morning, James.
Hi, Adon, and hello to all of your viewers. I'm Rutgers weather watcher James Gause here in our New Brunswick studio with the weather update. We are expecting a much less windy day today compared to yesterday's breezy day. This will be a nice break, with above average temperatures expected for the weekend, as high as 50 degrees here in New Brunswick, actually, with chances of rain and snow next week in the Garden State. Looking at today's highs in the tri-state area, it's going to be a chilly one. We have 42 down in Wildwood. We're going to go to the range, 41 up in Trenton, and 40 in Sussex. Not too much warmer up in Islip with 43, and over in Milford at 42. Looking at those lows, we're seeing a lot of below freezing temperatures, at least in the Garden State with 36 in Wildwood. There's that 29 cold temperature in Milford with a 28 up in Sussex. 30 here in Piscataway, and 34 respective lows in Islip and Milford. Looking at the futurecast, not too much to note here. A lot of sun and a lot of clouds alternating back and forth with no meaningful precipitation. Saturday afternoon, however, the whole tri-state area is going to expect some warm relative to January. Sunny skies for the afternoon on Saturday. At least in the Garden State, we are expected to see temperatures up into the low 50s with sunny skies. Might be a good chance to get outside while you can before the snow and clouds return. Nothing too much to note. Again, maybe a chance for some precipitation in the northern portion of New Jersey and southern portion of New York State, but not too much to note at this point. Looking at your 7-day forecast, we've got 42 and 50 as our highs expected for today and tomorrow, with a pretty warm weekend here in New Brunswick. We are expecting temperatures of 50 and 52 as our highs. Very warm for this time of year in January. Looking over to next week, we are expecting to see 48 as the high on Monday. And then there's that chance for rain and snow I was talking about in New Brunswick at least. We are going to see some showers Tuesday evening, expected to turn into flurries by Wednesday morning, clearing out for the day, so it shouldn't be too much of an impact to travel or anything. They'll salt the roads, so be prepared for a car wash later next week. Back to you, Don. This has been James.
Thank you, James. Nice job as always, my friend. Yeah, you saw that 7-day weather forecast. So, couple things to unpack from this. That towards the end of next week, a week from now, temps are going to be starting to get a little bit colder than what we're all kind of getting used to, and the plants and everything else that they're all getting used to as well. So it's going to be feeling a little bit colder. So, if that cold air is in place, and again, you were with us on the New Jersey Morning Show, and I probably can bring that up here while we're doing the find this. Come on, computer. There we go. Center. Site can't be reached. That isn't any good for anybody. So apps, we want. There we go. Come on. Toggle. All right, let's see what they're saying here very, very quickly. Well, not what I'm looking for. Let's see here. I know it. I've used it before. This here. Nope. It was like a chart. Huh. All right. So let's go close out of this. And let's do. Climate Prediction Center. I had the wrong deal. So, all right. So you're looking at this. This is issued yesterday, valid through the 9th of February. So you can see that we're right in here. So we're trending slightly below normal. Probably not much. Like we're in the 30 to 33 to 40% to be below normal for the next 8 to 14 days. So I'm not sure what the normal temperature is for the first week of February. Maybe it's in the 30s. So could be getting closer to where if I say one more time, I'm going to scream. I hate that phrase and I keep using it. Please stop me when I'm saying that. I digress immediately. So it could get, look, for us, I mean, I feel like we've had early spring weather since, the day after Christmas for the last 5 weeks. But this could be certainly a little chillier here. And depending on what the precip that they're looking at, which thank you, Climate Prediction Center, we will take a look at their prediction outlook for the next 14 days, the same stretch as far as precip is concerned. So kind of near normal for us, which is good because if it was above normal, if this creep, maybe South Jersey, it's above normal. So we'll see if anything kind of mitigates and propagates into South Jersey if we do get any precip with a little bit of the colder weather. See what happens getting out towards the 8th, 9th of February. Things are, could be a change in a little bit, but if we're looking at this here, I think another wave of, I don't want to say so much warmer temperatures, but near normal or even as we come off the water here for the next 8 to 14 days could potentially start to lean more to the above normal or near normal temperatures. So, but look at Alaska. Look at the Western Aleutian Islands above normal. I don't know what the temperatures are up there. I wonder how much snowpack that they actually are actually having. It's kind of a wacky winter, right? So we're having a wacky day on the roads here as well. So let's get back to the action here this morning. You're looking live at the BQE traveling south here at Queens Boulevard. You do see we have a broken down vehicle now, whether it's this front end loader. I believe that is the vehicle in question. I believe the NYPD is behind it. That is, excuse me, this damn cough just keeps kicking in from time to time. Sorry, just checking my CPU ratage. That is going to be in this area. right here. So we're backed up just as you come off the Grand Central, northbound heavy into the Grand Central. That's par for the course. Let's see what else we've got cooking here. We looks like we may have a crash on the ramp QE from the westbound Long Island Expressway. I bring you the LIE. It's a interesting look. Everything's in black and white. It's a cinematic deal. Whoops. Interesting. Well, certainly dialed out back to the fairground. So I think there's definitely something going on there. Just a matter of where it is. I don't see anything there either. So it's possible whatever it is now cleared this morning. Let's go to the comments section. Connor, good morning to you. I saw your email. I will respond back to you later this morning. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Also, 2 hours to get out of that messy traffic yesterday. Wow. Yeah, that was a big time mess there. Let's see what else we got. Looks like maybe there's a crash on the BQE as well. Why the DOT is kind of dialed out here a little bit this morning. Putting the incidents in the incident page if it truly is something. South here. There's definitely something happening. Tough to see where that yeah, same thing there. So Staten Island looks great. You know, Goethals, Bayonne, Outer Bridge, West Shore Expressway. Just be careful if you're watching us here again on the South Shore here, Pleasant Plains, Tottenville. Getting on to coming across the Outer Bridge, heading out to the Parkway in Woodbridge. We've got that accident still being cleared there right at Route 9 and the Parkway. So something to keep in the back of your mind. But Staten Island looks fantastic. I'm thinking also with the weekend coming up, looking like a fantastic weekend weather-wise. I think some of our friends are either using some PTO or doing the work from home thing. East on the belt, that's some sun glare hitting you in the eyes. Getting out to Bay 8th Street, Kiwanis is a mess. Battery Tunnels, about 15 there. Belt all the way out to Kennedy looks good. Both ways of the Van Wyck here at Atlantic Avenue is heavy. North on the Cross Island is busy Hempstead Turnpike on up into the LIE. Upper East River crossings are good. Both ways the Cross Bronx getting into 3rd Avenue is heavy. North on the Bruckner extension over by Pelham Parkway. That's going to be busy. And the Deegan as you go north here, actually in both directions through the long-term construction, Cross Bronx down to the RFK Triborough. Upper sections of the Bronx, Henry Hudson, Deegan, Bronx River Parkway, we are good. All right, so let's come off of the cameras. We'll go to Long Island and no matching records. That's good news. So you know you're dealing with some much lighter than normal volume, just a little bit of a backup here on the northern as you go west into the Wonton, then west on the LIE as you head up to 39 and the connector. Eastbound Southern, both ways really at 135. This is some sun glare and some volume. Same thing getting through Hempstead between 18 on over towards just about exit 20. LIE is in pretty good shape here this morning. Some minor brake check at Vets Highway, then again to Deer Park Avenue. Sunrise Highway is clear. 112 is fine. East on Sunrise Highway is heavy out through Southampton, Watermill, into Bridgehampton. But as you get out to Montauk and Orient and Greenpoint Port, That is good. So now let's populate in Connecticut. Let me just look at my CPU numbers here. Still cranking pretty good. The little CPU is just getting, well, and it backs off again. Interesting. Okay. Let's see now. What do we have? No issues, just some congestion. 14 through 4, 43, 40, 49, 47. Really, that is going to be about it. So we are much quieter than what we normally would see. Again, 49, 47, a little break check in the 36, and then we go, basically south of about 11 down through 5. But really, that's going to be about it. Now, Hudson Valley looks to be a different deal. Looks like we got something on the hutch. Bringing the roadway, the throughway before 7A and the sawmill. 55 Bear Mountain State Parkway crash both ways. The hutch here north at 14, 127 in White Plains. Okay, so let's do. These accidents always seem to happen in like these no camera zones. That's looking south. Just literally that fisheye lens there. Nope. Can't see anything there. All right, so it's just in a 127 here this morning with the crash, and that's got things dialed out back to 125. Back to Weaver Street. So pretty rough ride there. You can see it's much lighter than normal on the Cross County Parkway. Eastbound on 287 is looking at maybe a crash there. So that is going to be right in here. Sunglare is wicked on 287, isn't it? Wow. Looks like it's from 2 days ago. That doesn't look like it's a fresh camera, is it? Looks like it's from last summer or something. Yeah, it's pretty banged up here. It looks like there's something going on through about exit 4 or 5, give or take, out of Elmsford. So look for that. Rockland County, Tappan Zee is good. Thruway is fine. So is 84 Port Jervis, Otisville, 17. Not much happening here in Orange County along 84 and the Thruway. 84 Fishkill, Lake Carmel, Hamlet, 684. You know, it's quieter than normal when 684 south of Brewster is wide open. Katona, Bedford Hills, Mount Kisco, everything is clean and green. Let's go to the Hudson River Cross. Whoa, no. River crossings now. Let's bring that into the conversation. Almost an hour at the George. 10 or so at the Lincoln. I didn't see anything as far as an accident is concerned at the George. What is going on? What is going on? All these people. Yeah, I don't know if that's right, but I guess it is, but I think it's just a lot of volume and sun glare and all kinds of fun stuff happening there on the CBX. And bring these cameras in here. Undercliff, that's coming off out by the Deegan. A lot of traffic. Arthur Avenue. So yeah, I think it's just a lot of traffic, friends, really is what it comes down to here at 8:20. Watching the Tri-State Traffic Show on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for all the likes there on Facebook. And if you can subscribe and like the channel on YouTube, that'd be fantastic. Okay, so let's go back to our Jersey page here for a second. Give the update. Southbound 287, just after 24. There's 2 lanes blocked with a crash there. Route 70 eastbound at Grove Street, Haddonfield Road, and Cherry Hill. 15 to 20 minute delay with a disabled vehicle. But if everything is open, what's going on there? Let's see. Well, it's also the sun glare is just kicking you in the teeth. Haddonfield Road. So watch for that this morning. Yeah, Cornell Ave. Down Pole, Electrical Repair southbound, Old Post Road north there. Watch for a lane down. Let's go back to the 287 situations. They were trying to find this. They can't find it. Hopefully they moved this camera, zoomed it in. If they zoomed it in, I think you get a better idea what's going on, but they don't. And now we're starting to back up to Route 10. Yep. Hit hard. Hit hard. So let's go to I got to get back to the 440 thing because that's now an investigation, unfortunately. So let's bring this into our conversation. So we're looking at about a 15-minute backup there now. Yeah. Back to the incidents. And right here, accident investigation now, just as you come into Woodbridge, just out to the Parkway and Route 9. So that's not good. So hopefully folks are okay in this problem, but if they're setting up an AI job, camera right here, and unfortunately it's out of service. Yeah, just be careful coming out of Perth Amboy if you're trying to make your way towards Route 9 or the Raritan Center. Add about another 10 minutes there just to be on the safe side, just to kind of mitigate your way through that situation. Again, you can tell when that the work from home situation is in full effect on Fridays, or the PTO because of the weather. Because look at the Parkway here at 824. There is no one all the way from Clifton down to Clark. I mean, it is just empty. It's really interesting to see how these traffic patterns are setting up these days. So we go back to 280. Let's dial that in. Let's just see what we've got here. This is over by into the Stickle Drawbridge in Newark. Out by 6th Street. It's not a little bit too far to the west. It's just before that is where it's way before that. It's, to me, it looks like it's right off of the bridge. Looks like it's right off the Stickle Drawbridge here this morning with that crash being cleared. But they're saying going east, somebody. Not to say that they're wrong, but it's possible. This is back to the Parkway now. No deal. No deal. Meal or no meal. Our Parkway. Looks like the apocalypse there. Laurel Ave. Prospect Avenue. Okay, 8:26 is our time. Want to thank everybody who's joined us here already. Connor, Anna, Alexandra. That's posted up some comments. We certainly have other viewers that aren't posting comments, but we thank you so much for dialing us in. Again, we're going to go for about another 15 minutes, give or take, and then we have to reconnect with the New Jersey Morning Show. So please dial up that if you can. Well, you know what? Let me reset the maps here. Let's just do this, okay? Gotta just first take a look at this Route 4. I'm sorry, I just saw that. It's perplexing me why Route 4 is so tuned up. Or Hackensack Avenue. Something is going on closer to 17. Let's see. No, I think it's just a lot of volume. I don't. And Jones Road, that's not going to show us anything. So let's just bring this in. Anybody report any crashes? No, just west is heavy out of, you know, Queen Anne Road on over to, well, no, somebody's saying there is an accident here just west of the Hackensack Riverside Square Mall. I didn't see the guy out of the camera is located here, and I didn't see it. And now it's very possible just out of the camera shot, but didn't see anything there. So, all right, let's reset here. 8:27. Let's take a look at our sponsors. 8:30. We'll do another check of the forecast, and then what should leave us about 10 minutes or so to wrap things up for a clean hour. And then we'll be heading off into the weekend. All righty then. So let's talk to you about. Again, want to just give a shout out to our good friend Ralph over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. So we thank Ralph for sponsoring us here at the big broadcast. And again, he will be back on March the 3rd to reopen after the winter break. So Ralph, thank you, sir. And again, I'm going to reach out to him this weekend to see if he may be around to do a little interview with us, either live or we can record it and then just roll it in. Probably I think just record it would probably be the easiest way to do it. Don't want to get Ralph up at 7:30 in the morning on his break, right? Also, Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey, conveniently located off the Parkway at 136, 135. Either one will get you there. Right next to one of the last remaining friendlies, I think, in the state of New Jersey. 908-325-6283. All your manly grooming needs can be taken care of there. Your fades, your hot towel shaves. The boys over there do a nice job. So you're looking for a great haircut, great ambiance, great experience. The fellas, really great guys. Love talking sports and everything else with you. Kind of a modern feel on a classic barbershop. Give them a call. Tell them you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. I know Anna is going to get her son very soon a gift card. So get some real world experience there from Anna's son once he makes his way over to the Shaved Cave. Again, 1471 Rant Road in Clark, 908-325-6283. Go talk to my guy Omar there, and he will hook you up with a fresh cut. Let's talk to our friend here, Travels with Darley Newen. Good friend of the program, good friend of myself. Travels with Darley, wonderful travel program on at PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Motion TV's Journey, also New Jersey PBS. That is where you can find season 10 of Travels with Darley, the 10th anniversary season of the big broadcast for Darley Newman. And really the big theme of her program is local. So she shows you a lot of local places to eat, drink, have fun, different adventures, and also gives you a bit of a history lesson in just about every episode of Travels with Darley. Takes you around the world, so that will inspire you to do the same at some time in the future. Gives you some travel tips as well. And really just some, her photog is fantastic. Really gets some really dramatic shots using the drone and the cameras that they have. So it's a small but mighty crew, and they get out and get the job done. So 10 seasons of travels with Darley. I believe this will be episode 4 coming up this weekend on New Jersey PBS. That will air at 2:30 in the afternoon. Now, I know well, you know what? It's probably a good lead in right to the NFC Championship game in Philly, the Niners and Eagles, and then the AFC, I believe, is the nightcap. So that'll lead you right up to 3:00, right up to kickoff. So watch Travels with Darley, and then spin it over to Fox for the game, Philly and the Niners, and then we have the AFC Championship, which will be the Chiefs and Bengals. Bengals going to Kansas City, and we'll have to see if Patrick Mahomes is 100% after that pretty rough hit he took last weekend with that ankle. So certainly could leave the door open for the Bengals. Could be an interesting matchup if it's Bengals Eagles or Chiefs Eagles is probably what the NFL would rather see. Two of the best teams in the league fighting it out for the Super Bowl, but we'll see. That's why they play the game, and weather's not going to be a factor, at least in Philadelphia. Philly's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be like in the lower 40s for end of January. Can't ask for much more than that. I don't know what the weather is going to be like in Kansas City. Hopefully it's not that snow stuff that was in Buffalo. It looked nice for about the first 5 seconds, and then after a while, it just gets annoying. It just gets in the way of. I don't understand what. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that after we finish with Darley. Anyway, Darley, great friend of the show, great friend to me. And we thank her so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Also, our friends over at Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060 on West Clinton Street in Dover, New Jersey, and Morris County between Routes 80 and Route 46. Give them a call. Connor, if your friend manages to work out a deal, let us know about that. Tell your friend to tell Nick and Anthony that he heard about it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Appreciate the referral there, my friend. So thank you so much for that. If you're looking for an affordable used car, look no further than Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060. Has a very, very small lot of vehicles. And quite frankly, in the last 48 hours or so, he's got, let's see what he's got left. He's sold the Buick Focus, 2 are down. He's got, let's see, how many cars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. Again, it's a very, very small lot, very small shop. But give him a call. Tell me so on the Tri-State Traffic Show, and if you're looking maybe for something specific, because he does get some garage pieces, if you want to call it that, maybe some quasi classic cars or some higher profile vehicles from time to time. So give him a call. He might be able to find you something. Maybe able to find you something from where he gets his cars. But again, they're all handpicked by Nick and Anthony. Pick the best of the best, and their licensed mechanics are the ones who service these vehicles. So and make sure you ask for the big red bow too. That's important. So give him a call, 973-620-9060. We thank Maxim Motor Cars for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right. We got about 5 more minutes left in the broadcast here. I just want to let the computer cool down once we finish up here this morning. So let's just run down the incident pages for all the regions. So now we have a new crash here at Whitehead Road in Lawrence. That's that crash there in the Trenton area coming in. That's what we saw on the maps. Signal down on 71 both ways, Deatontown Road and Oceanport. All lanes are open. 287 still with some injuries. Hopefully no one's seriously injured in that, but that is still a problem all the way now north of Route 10. It's broken down vehicle here on 70. It's a little bit of a backup here, and that's also some sun glare. 440, this is a problem here with this accident investigation. Southbound 440 coming out of Perth Amboy and Woodbridge on over to Edison. That's the way you'll be going out to the Ratman Center, so just be careful there. So Route 1 crash in the Lawrence area now gone. Down pole here, southbound Route 1 coming into Old Post Road North, just south of Top Golf. That is still working this morning. Let's go to the New York page. Broken down vehicle here. Greenberg, left lane blocked in the Sawmill, north of exit 12, Farragut Parkway. 202 West Tomahawk Street in Somers, shoulders out. Emergency construction on the Deegan. Northbound McCombs Dam Bridge out by Yankee Stadium. Well, that's a problem. We'll check that out in a minute. Emergency construction, Sunrise Highway over by Park Avenue in Hempstead. Reesville, New England Thruway, northbound after exit 16. Wow, this is really heating up here. Lower level westbound LIE. We knew about that one at the BQE. It's Conic. Shoulder is out on 138. Crashed in the Hutch northbound by 127. We knew about that one. It was to kind of dial things out as well. Long Island was good. Vehicle fire in 17, Johnson Road, right lane, report a pickup truck on fire. Pickup truck on fire there. Let's close out of Maxim Motor Cars. We'll give you the Hudson Rivers for the final time. Let's give you the dial in those numbers again. 50, about almost 45 minutes an hour at the George, 10 to 12 at the Lincoln, and just a lot of traffic there on that cross Bronx. I think something may have happened earlier this morning and was quickly cleared, but damage done. Where are we going to go? Oh, we're going to go to that New England Thruway situation here. So we're in Westchester. New Rock City. That's at 16. I don't see anything. Oh, it's the Deegan. The emergency construction was the other spot. Look at all that. That is just chaos. Mass chaos. Wow, there's your emergency construction, friends. Yahtzee. There she is. Oofa. I don't know if it's emergency or just regular road work. I wish I knew what the hell they were doing with this Deegan, because this is just which way it's going. It's going every which way but loose here. I mean, wow. I mean, that is just for a major expressway. I mean, look at this. This is just like an alleyway, a channel, and this worker here is wow, got nerves of steel standing on, I'm assuming there's no traffic coming through this side, or maybe there is, I don't know, but wow, that is crazy. This is even a wackier shot too. Look at this. I mean, just look at all of what's going on here. I just don't know what they're looking to accomplish. I'm assuming they're obviously they're refurbishing all of this deck, because this is all an elevated section of the Deegan. So I'm assuming that is what is happening here. But I don't know if they're widening it, or maybe they're going to make a no merge coming off the cross Bronx of some capacity. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. Wow. So again, friends, for the most part, volume is relatively light, except for issues here north on the Hutch, getting up to 127 and 287. 287 south here out through Morristown is dialed back towards north of Route 10 now, and Hanover. 280 is dialed in here out towards the Stickle Drawbridge. But again, you can see the lighter the normal volume. Again, Parkway is fine. Long Island is good, except for some sun glare and volume here at 135 in the southern. Connecticut is really thinned out beautifully. So that should be clear here in just a few moments. The rest of the Hudson Valley is completely empty. So work from home or just some PTO, people calling out sick or something, I'm not quite sure. But I think that's kind of what's propagated our situation here this morning, because of the forecast for some really nice conditions this weekend, kind of early spring weather. 15 minutes on the coastline and cancel train on the Northeast Corridor. Go to the MTA now. Delay on the A and the F. Boarding changes in the SIR. We go to the rails. We still have delays in the Harlem and New Haven line up to 60 minutes. Canceled combined trains because of earlier police activity at Melrose. Okay, so friends, I think that's gonna do it for us because I have to get to the New Jersey morning show. Put myself back on camera here. There we go. Hi, how's lip sync? I thought yeah, again, I can't wait to get this new computer here dialed up into the traffic center. So hopefully that will make things a little bit easier for us going forward. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, be able to put something together there. All right. So I want to thank all of our sponsors, Maxim Motor Cars, Shaved Cave, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, I should say. I got that right. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Travels with Darley. Thank them so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Also want to thank our good friend Jimmy Gause there in the Rutgers Weather Studio in New Brunswick. Also our very, very good friend, Mr. John Rocco, president of the Weather Watchers group there at Rutgers, for organizing, coordinating, and being the point person for all of these weather reports that they send over. So again, we can't do this without Johnny. So he's a big part of this show. He's kind of like my right-hand man here, second in command of the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Channel. So speaking of that, if you can, please like, subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show on YouTube. Certainly will benefit myself and John in the Weather Center going forward. We're trying to get as many subscribers as we can. Again, it doesn't cost you anything. Let's see how many subscribers we can get for between now and our next broadcast. Let's see if we can get 2 or 3. Let's see if we can do that, right? Let's see if we can get to 130. That would be great for the next couple days till we get out. I'm actually off from MeTV on Monday, so I think we'll come back on Monday morning. So a little extra traffic show for the week. I want to thank Anna, Connor, and Alexandra as always for joining us and posting up comments. And Connor, I'll get back to your email a little bit later on this morning. All right, friends, have a fantastic Friday. Drive safely and have a great weekend. Get out and enjoy some of this great weather. And we will actually see you on Monday morning. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.